this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. Like 80!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back. At the 22. To Tevin Coleman. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check 55, Mike. You're not ready. 65.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, let's go. It's just me. Hey, go, man.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10. Here we go. 80! Get out of the way. Out. 65.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackle that time by Jarquiski-Tartt.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. 180!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski-Tartt. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ross Dwelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait. Oh, you got D? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Who that? Let me go.
First down, Winston. Johnson's got it complete. He's got daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Steelers 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Dan. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. A strong running. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. This is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
12. Go ahead. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Hayward able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Cameron Hayward. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check 13. Hatchet. 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack on first down, Winston. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Third and long for Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, wahoo! That's what I do. 35's the Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. Watch the pass.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Flush to his right. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready. Black 22. Hey, stop. Easy. Wait.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Washington's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second and very short, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. They lost them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, alert! Say hut! Hey, Delta! Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go! Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Mike, say hut!
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next to score, Niners 28, Steelers 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Grant. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, you have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Garoppolo again. It's caught by Bryant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? Getting some penetration. Switch.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game.